London is, without doubt, from now on, blue. I don't know how anyone could even deny this, unless if you are an Arsenal fan, that's the only person. Anyone that is, from a neutral point of view, from now on, must now believe that London's now blue. Now, this isn't just a reactionary thing from last night, because I've always been on the fence of this, because I know many Arsenal fans, I know many Chelsea fans, and I always try and keep it as balanced as I can with this debate. But 2 Champions League trophies, and that makes it 4 European trophies that Chelsea has won in the last 10 years. 9 years, actually, I believe. Now, of course, 2 of them being Europa Leagues, and 2 of them being Champions Leagues, which is incredible. First things first, I want to say thank you to everyone that's been showing the love on the channel. It's been going insane. The shorts blowing up. Thank you all so much for that. I want to try and change the channel from being FIFA stuff to now more football stuff, because I just find that more interesting, really. And I tweeted last night after the game when I was a bit intoxicated saying, London is now blue. Now, people may say that it's been blue for a while, or maybe it's always red, and it always will be red. But if you are complete neutral to it, you say that Chelsea is the main club in London now. Now, if you want to say bigger club, that could be a different story. But to say which club runs London, it's without doubt Chelsea. And it has been for the last 10, 15 years, ever since Arsenal lost the Champions League final. It's been Chelsea gaining up on Arsenal. And I think today, well, last night, was the final moment. Arsenal in 8th, almost spending almost the entire year in bottom 10, very close to having Leeds United being above them and being below Leicester and West Ham and Tottenham Hotspur. This has been one of the worst Tottenham seasons there has been in the last 10 years, by the way. Tottenham has actually never finished below top 6, I don't think, in the last, 10 years. And the one year they do, they're still above Arsenal. Chelsea Football Club has got 4 European trophies in the last 9 years, where alongside that, Arsenal has had 4 European final entries, runners-up, since 1995. Now, they did win the European Cup Winners' Cup back in 1994. A European trophy that Arsenal mentions. However, Chelsea actually won that European Cup Winners' Cup twice, actually, so more times than Arsenal. Now, we can go into debate about European trophies and European pedigree compared to, between Chelsea and Arsenal. By the way, Spurs has absolutely no say in this. The last time they won the first division of England, that was the year after Burnley won it. Okay, that's 1961, by the way. So Tottenham is not a conversation. It is between Arsenal and Chelsea. Now, of course, we can talk about the trophies that Arsenal have won in their history, which is a lot. Trust me, it's a lot. And the one diamond that Arsenal fans have had, and probably will always have, is the Invincible Trophy. It is the fact that they went invincible for an entire Premier League season, which should not be underestimated, without a shadow of doubt. But if you weigh all the things that Chelsea fans now have on Arsenal, especially in recent times, compared to what Arsenal are weighing up, it's now building up to be a bit of a disbalance right there. It is no longer a balancing act, in my opinion. When it comes to top English clubs, I've always put down Man U and Liverpool, top 2. They're in their own category. Arsenal third, and they're in their own category. And then it's Chelsea and the rest. I think Chelsea is now in that third category, and I mean, if you want to count recent years, you can't deny. Arsenal fans will always go about Invincibles, which is, don't get me wrong, I don't oversee that. I really don't. But how many Arsenal fans now, growing up, will even remember that? Not many. Not many. And I don't want to talk about Community Shields. Okay, let's not even mention Community Shield trophies. So we're counting trophy to trophy. Now, in terms of Arsenal's defence, I've always said that Arsenal have got 7 more Premier League trophies ahead of Chelsea. Or First Division trophies ahead of Chelsea, right? And I always said 7 trophies in the Premier League is not less than 1 Champions League trophy. Okay, I've always said that. However, 2 in a short space of time, I don't know. It's getting there. 7 additional Premier League trophies to 2 Champions League trophies. Now, I still want to favour the Premier League trophies. I really do. But recency, the past is great, but the present is even more sexier. And it is a tough one right now. Even just in recent years, if you compare which players that they've sent over to the other team, we got from Arsenal to Chelsea, Anelka, Petit, Ashley Cole, Cesc Fabregas, Olivier Giroud. All players that you may say are much more well known for their time playing in Chelsea. in Chelsea colours. And then you look at which players Chelsea sent to Arsenal, and we're looking at Petr Cech, an old 38-year-old Petr Cech or something mad like that. David Luiz, okay. Willian, okay. I'm curious to hear about what you guys think about what colour is London, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. In recency, it's obviously Chelsea, but historically, I guess you can always say Arsenal, but I feel like it's getting tough now. It really is. It really is getting tough now. And you may look at fan bases, sizes of the fans. And I would say that if you talk to most people in London saying who support, I do believe that there is a majority that would say Arsenal ahead of Chelsea. And I guess if you look at, fans globally, America, in Asia, that you would also probably see more Arsenal fans than Chelsea fans across the world. But I think that's going to be getting lower and lower. I think the tide is changing in very fast speed right now. I saw an Arsenal fan DM me saying that Arsenal has a bigger stadium than Chelsea, therefore they're a bigger club than the main club in London. Which I find that funny because, number one, I swear the stadium of the Emirates is one of the main reasons why Arsenal has fallen behind so much. The transition between Highbury to the Emirates, I believe, is one of the main fundamental reasons why they've declined so much. The money that it cost and the debt they got put into to make that stadium, to build that stadium, and the players that they could actually get from it afterwards is a clear factor of why they declined. So I find it funny to use the stadium as they're bigger because of the stadium, because if anything, that's the reason why they've declined in the first place. And also, in theory, if you're saying a bigger stadium means you're a bigger club, Tottenham Hotspur has a bigger stadium, don't they now? 62,000 capacity compared to, I think Arsenal's at 60,000. So we can't say stadium because Tottenham aren't bigger than Arsenal because they got a bigger stadium. It doesn't work like that. West Ham United has a bigger stadium than Chelsea. Does it mean they're a bigger club? No. West Ham has actually never even won First Division. Huddersfield have done that 3 times. It must suck right now being an Arsenal fan or Spurs fan. Just seeing Chelsea do this is quite impressive. And people may say, oil money. Oil money. Chelsea ruined football because of their oil money. Roman coming to England, changing the game for the worst. You can say whatever you want about the money that Chelsea have spent. But in my opinion, the way that they've got to the success in recent years, especially this entire success, a lot of it is because of the youth that they have in their team. Reece James, Mason Mount, players that's been there for a long time. It didn't cost that much money. Azpilicueta, been for how long? Absolute baller. You may look at Kai Havertz and Timo Werner, and of course Havertz is the man that scored the goal. The golden goal to win the entire thing. It's hard to not be jealous. It really is. And as a Burnley fan, I'm completely neutral in all this, but London is now blue. It's now blue. And unless if Arsenal finally gets their act into gear, to even be in top 4 is something that I can't even see Arsenal being in. I can't see Arsenal being in top 4. They've not been in top 4 for the last 4 years now. Is it 4 or 5? I think it's 4. And yeah, while Chelsea's doing all this, they can't even get Champions League. They can win the FA Cup or so. So, congrats. You can win the FA Cup and a Community Shield. And FA Cup is great. That is great. But comparing that to Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, it's not the same thing, is it? End of the day, this is just my thoughts, my thinking about everything. I just love talking about football, and I hope that I could do this a lot more often about other clubs and about other leagues and that. Thank you all so much for the love on the channel. We hit 256,000 subscribers, which is insane. It's great, honestly. Thank you for the amazing love on the channel. I just don't want to do FIFA, really. I'll give it a go for the new FIFA, see if I like it, but I don't want to rely on it, really. Tell me your thoughts down below in comments. Smash a like if you are new, and also subscribe, as you guys are helping out a lot right now. So, yeah, boys, enjoy your day. Stay hydrated, drink your water, okay? And enjoy your day, boys. Peace out. Rockstar life, rockstar gold.